Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Now in today's video I'm basically going to be showing you my entire makeup collection because it has been quite a highly requested video and it was quite a few months since I filmed the last makeup collection. So yeah, if you'd like to see my entire makeup collection then just keep watching. So as you can see here, this is kind of like a quick overview of what my makeup collection looks like. My entire makeup collection is stored in both of these drawers here and they are by a brand called Beautify and I got them off of Amazon, and I believe I got them when they were at a discounted price, and I think they are actually now at that discounted price of around £35. So to be honest, I think they're definitely worth the money. They're really kind of sturdy, they're not going to move anywhere, so I'd highly recommend them. So yeah, let's get straight into what's actually in these drawers. So for this top drawer here, I have actually put the flap to the back. It does flap over, but I thought it would just be easier just to put everything inside the top drawer. So for this top drawer we have this acrylic liquid lipstick holder, as you can see here, which has majority of my liquid lipstick in it. So we've got some Tanya Burr liquid lipstick, we've got some MUA liquid lipstick, we've got some Kat Von D's, we've got some L'Oreal liquid lipsticks. I've got quite a bit of a range of liquid lipstick in here, and I also have some of the Clinique little lip glosses as well. So as you can see here, I've actually put inside a acrylic lipstick holder, and this actually doesn't really have any lipsticks in it. It has some lip balms and kind of like little bits and bobs that just need to go in places. Obviously when I get more lipsticks I will fill up these gaps, but I've just got like my essentials like tweezers, scissors, I've got some sun care there, I've got some little mini brushes as well. I kind of just use this bit just to store those little bits and bobs that won't fit anywhere else. And they also fit really nicely into the lipstick holder. And then at the very front I just have a few of my favourite nail varnishes. So as you can see, most of them are actually from Rimmel, and I have a couple of L'Oreal ones in the back. I just keep these here because I think they fill up the space quite nicely, and they're also good to kind of reach where you're on the go. So that is kind of the top shelf of my first set of drawers. So this is the first drawer, which is basically where I store all of my primers and also a few foundations that don't fit in the other drawer in the other acrylic holder. So I've got some setting sprays as well. So I've got the e.l.f. primer, got the L'Oreal primer, my favourite primer which is the Benefit Professional, and I also have some kind of cushion foundations that don't fit into the other drawer. So I've got the L'Oreal cushion foundation and also the Maybelline Dream Cushion foundation, which is actually one of my favourites at the moment, and some other primers in the back there. So this next drawer is mainly just mascara. So I've got some of my favourite mascaras in here, such as the L'Oreal Miss Baby Roll mascara, the Maybelline Lash Sensational mascara, and also some more L'Oreal ones along here as well, and also just some brow mascaras as well in this drawer. And I also have some eyeliners at the very end. I don't have many eyeliners, which is why I've kind of put them in this drawer because they fit nicely with the mascaras. This next drawer is actually empty, and the one below it just has my beauty blenders, well, Real Techniques complexion sponges, and also some fake eyelashes in the back there. And then the final drawer mainly kind of just holds eyeshadows and also some bigger palettes that don't fit into the other drawer. So I've got some eyeshadow palettes such as the NYX Ultimate Eyeshadow palette. I've also got the Rimmel Magnify Eyes palette as well, the Maybelline The Nudes in the back there, and then I've also got some e.l.f. palettes in here too. So I've got this e.l.f. little eyeshadow quad and some of their kind of face palettes. I also have the Rimmel Contour Kit, well, Contour palette I think it's called, which is actually one of my favourites. I absolutely love the bronzer in that palette. And then finally in the back I've got some corrector kits. So I've got the Maybelline corrector kit, also another e.l.f. palette under there as well, and I've just got some mini little kind of eyeshadow compacts. So I've got the MAC Pink Sensibilities eyeshadow quad and some of the MUA eyeshadow trios in there as well. So this is the top of the second set of acrylic drawers that I have. Now this one is mainly the one that's full up, the other one I've actually just got, so obviously there are some empty drawers in there which will be filled very very soon, but in this I now actually store my palettes in the top of this. So these are basically all of my kind of larger palettes. So I've got the Pro Artist Freedom palette, which is actually magnetic, which I keep all of my Makeup Geek eyeshadows in. Then I have some Makeup Revolution palettes in there as well, these three actually are all Makeup Revolution palettes. And then I have my Kat Von D Shade and Lights palette. I've got the Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia, and I also have 2 of the Urban Decay palettes as well. I don't really use these too often, which is such a shame because they're such gorgeous palettes, but they're just not my types of colours. And then I also have the Anastasia Glow Kit in the back there as well. I've got this acrylic storage thing, which I actually got from New Look. It was only a couple of pounds. So I keep brow pencils, eyeliners and also lip liners in the kind of tub as well, and I find that's a really good way to store those because they can be a bit of a pain. And then moving on to the front section, I have another lipstick holder. So this is the same lipstick holder that I had before. I will leave a link down below if you'd like to go and pick it up, but I just have lots of the Rimmel Only matte lipsticks here. I have the whole collection, I believe. I also have quite a few of the MAC lipsticks, so these are kind of all the same as my last collection. So I've got like Velvet Teddy, Blankety, Faux, kind of like your typical MAC lipsticks, and then I've also got some random ones in here. So I've got a couple more of their Rimmel lipsticks and some MUA ones, and also an ELF lipstick in there as well. So this next drawer is where I store all of my foundations. So as you can see, I've got quite a few L'Oreal foundations. I've got the Infallible Sculpt, the True Match, and also the Infallible Total Cover foundation. And then in this corner here, I've got quite a few of the Maybelline Fit Me foundations. Again, one of my favourites, along with the L'Oreal True Match. And then in the back, I have some products that I don't use so often. So I've got the Body Shop Darkening Shade Adjusting Drops. They are actually quite helpful to have, and they're also quite good for contouring as well. So I'd really recommend those. And then I've got a Miss Sporty BB cream in there as well, and an ELF foundation, which I didn't really get on with, so I've kind of just left it in there. And then in the very back corner, I have some of the No. 7 foundations and also the Bourjois Healthy Mix Serum, which used to be one of my favourites. My favourite foundation now is actually the No. 7 one. I've got on with that so well, and I also have 2 shades, one for when I'm tanned and one for when I'm not. So the next drawer is a little bit empty, but this basically holds all of my concealers. So as you can see, I am a huge fan of the collection Lasting Perfection Concealer. I'm not quite sure why I have 5, but oh well, it doesn't really matter, does it? I also have the Rimmel, what is it called? Can't remember now. Wake Me Up Concealer, that's the one. And I also have some of the Maybelline Fit Me concealers, which is another one of my favourites. I also have the collection correctors in here as well, the Maybelline Eraser Eye, and also one of their ELF concealers too. So this next drawer is a bit of mishmash because I find palettes like this are quite hard to store. I might actually look in another way of storing them later on, but I've got some of the Clinique chubby sticks and one of the Ted Baker blush chubby sticks, and I've also got the Maybelline contour stick, which I literally never use, but I always forget that I have it, so I need to use that more often because it's actually such a nice product. And then I've got some brow products in here. So I've got the MUA Pro Brow Eyebrow Kit and also the NYX Eyebrow Kit, which I used to use every single day, and I use it quite often now as well. And then I've got some kind of bronzers. So I've got the Avon bronzer, which is one of my favourites, the Rimmel Natural Bronzer, again one of my favourites, MUA bronzer, the L'Oreal Glam Bronze Cushion, which I absolutely love, especially for like summer of more of a natural makeup look. And I've also got the L'Oreal Infallible Sculpt Contour Kit, which is so nice as well, but it's kind of like a cream product, so I don't get to use that one as often. Again, this next drawer is a bit of mishmash because I find these quite hard to store, but I've got a mixture of powders, highlighters and blushes in this drawer, and also a bronzer. Don't really know why that's in there, but I've got the MAC Soft and Gentle highlighter. I've got an MUA blush there in the bottom. I've also got a couple of loose powders, so the Lottie London one is one of my favourites. I've got the MUA highlighter and an MUA contour kit too. I've got some Makeup Revolution pressed powders and also the Rimmel Stay Matte powder, which is one of my favourites, although this one has broken, so I do need to get another one. And I also got another loose powder in the back there. That's the MUA Skin Define loose powder. And so for highlighters, I've got this Makeup Revolution single eyeshadow, which I actually use for highlighter. It's such a good dupe for kind of like MAC Soft and Gentle. And then I've got some blushes. So I've got the Rimmel blusher, the L'Oreal blusher, and also the Natural Collection blush too. And again, one of my favourite highlighters is this ELF highlighter, and this is in the shade Moonlight Pearls, and honestly it's such a good dupe for MAC Soft and Gentle. It's just a little bit more kind of bronzy rather than pink undertone, but to be honest I kind of prefer that, so yeah, would highly recommend pretty much all of these products in this drawer. And then finally, this drawer is a little bit empty because it's kind of just filled with things that don't fit anywhere else. So I've got my old Z palette which does need filling up. I've put all my Makeup Geek eyeshadows in another palette now. I've got the L'Oreal Total Cover Infallible Corrector Kit as well. I've got some of the Urban Decay testers and also the Smashbox Shape Matters palette there right at the bottom. I've also got some hand creams that I kind of just don't use too often, so I tend to put in the drawer. And then I've also got some glitters, so I've got some Makeup Revolution glitters, and also I've got quite a few of the NYX glitters. I actually really love these. They are so nice on the eyes. And I've also got one of the Festival Face glitters, and this is a loose glitter, and this is from Beauty Bay. I would highly recommend these glitters. They are absolutely gorgeous and they're only about £4. I've just used them in one of my recent videos, which was the festival makeup look. So if you're wondering what glitter I was wearing in the intro to this video, it was this one right here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed this video, and if you like the makeup that's on my face right now, it's from my previous video, which was my festival Get Ready With Me. I will link it down below if you'd like to go and see it, but please go and give this video a big thumbs up if you did enjoy, and please go and subscribe if you haven't already down below. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!